Hiya, hiya. This is Joey Reynolds, cowboy. Uh, I'm in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Dolly Parton has decided that she would accept the invitation to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So I want to be in the Country Hall of Fame. I think I should be there with my hit record with Danny Neverth called Rats in the Outhouse. Yeah, we ought to be there doing this thing, because isn't this Kevin made Yellowstone? Is that never saw his eyes, Oh boy, we love the West, Yeah, as far west as I want to go is Disney World. Yeah, I'm living in Florida right now. You know that. We have a lot of cowboys here. We've got a lot of rough riders, that's for sure. And I think somewhere along the line we have to settle all these arguments of who wants to be president. We got a governor that wants to be president, so he's pushing Trump out of the way so he can get this politics is unbelievable, right? The way this is going, you're going to turn the White House into an Airbnb. But they're going to sell that Air Force One. What'll it be? It'll be a pre-owned. That's what they'll call it. Yeah. Certified pre-owned, U.S. Air. Oh, man. Speaking of U.S. Air, I remember when U.S. Air was Mohawk Airlines and Allegheny. We used to call it Agony Airlines. But they used to have bowling on there. They did. I mean, this is way back on the DC-3 when the plane was slanted there. We didn't have jet planes back then. I don't know if a lot of people don't know what they are. They think the kids think that we flew by drone. Don't you wish? We wish we had that. That would have been a great way to live, to have the things that we have now. Wow, it would be great. Would I have to, I hate this expression, would I have to double down? Where the hell did that come from? What is it? Did Trump spend a lot of time at the casinos or something? Let's double down, Speaking of that, there's not going to be in the political vein. This Mike, the pillow guy, right? Now he's become Mike the plumber guy. He's selling plumber services. I mean, it's like that guy that escaped from jail with his girlfriend who had all the wigs and she shot herself. The prison guide, most recent prison guard. They got captured and she shot herself in the head because she didn't want to go back to jail. Who would? I mean, honestly, I don't believe in suicide, but I'm saying, who would want to go back to jail? Who wants to sit there? And did you see that guy that was the sheriff? He looked like a scene out of a movie with Paul Newman, HUD. Just shaking it, boss, You ever see that movie where the guy says, well, he ain't never going to see the light of day. Wait a minute. This is what he needed about White, the prisoner White. He ain't never going to see the light of day. Wow, do you want to go back to that prison? Whoa. But the world is changing, I mean, everybody's changing. Everybody's doing their broadcasts live from wherever they were from. I see where Drew Barrymore is doing her show from the front of Paramount Pictures with that famous gate, because Paramount is owned by CBS, and she's on CBS. So everybody's owned by one person anymore, Viacom or Viacom. They have the Country and Western channel. They have the Black channel, the BTS, is that it? They have also the Paramount Pictures channel, so they can have subscription movies and get to that library so you can pay extra money to watch The Godfather. This is Paramount, and it's in Hollywood. And so sitting in front of Paramount was Drew Barrymore doing her show from there because those are her roots. Me, I'd be in a bowling alley in Buffalo. That would be, I'd be in Cheektowaga with the bowlers. Nah, but everything's changed. I should be in front of an abortion clinic. That's what they're doing now. The sperm whale over at SeaWorld is being isolated. We're really getting into this whole argument. We have everybody. Don't you have anything to do but sit there and argue about all these issues that were already decided? You want to change things? You want to change yourself, you moron. That's it, you mental midget. You piece of dog crap. Change yourself. You feel like you're in the Marines? Yeah. No, the world is just so different. I mean, my daughter just had a brand new baby. You know, I won't say that the war is affecting anybody, but her kids are called Kiev and Odessa. But nothing's changed. You know, we're all still the same loving family that we always were. Not. So this is it. This is the Reynolds Wrap. I sit down every morning and I do this to keep my chops, and I want to make sure that if I keep doing these broadcasts, that all the people in broadcasting will watch this and never want to hire me, so I can sit here and not take their crap. This is it. See, you know, I can sit here and be myself and do whatever I want, say whatever I want, and I have to do it out on the porch, where guys used to go to smoke when their wives didn't want them to smoke in the house. I just come out here and broadcast. That's it. Or narrowcast. Simple cast. Yeah, that's what this is. Simple. So I get in front of my little camera, my mic, and I have the wise old owl. Yesterday I had a bear, and I'm drinking my generous coffee. Do I look like I'm doing a commercial? Well, if that idiot can sell pillows and then go and be a plumber, I could be the king of... I could be anything I want to be after watching that guy. You know, imagination rules. But, you know, don't think too much, because then you'll be accused of being an intellectual, and then they'll never go near you. Because people think if you're smart, they have to avoid you because you already have them figured out. People don't want that. They don't want to be uncovered. They like these crime and passion shows on podcasts on the way to work in the morning. Because in lieu of murdering your boss and your wife, that's what they do. They watch all these crime shows. What a country we have, right? What a country. This is Yakov Smirnoff. You watch the television in Russia, the television watches you. This is a different kind of a world now, you know, where we listen to crime and passion, and it's entertainment. I think we got on that path. We've probably been on it all our lives, you know, telling Jesse James stories and Wyatt Earp stories back in the day, and traveling by Wells Fargo coach. Now we do this with electronics. We tell each other these crime, unsolved mysteries, stories. And we do it on 48 hours in what's it called, Daytop Village or something, whatever is it called. They do it on all these shows now where they show the crimes and the passion and how no one really ever got away with it, or this one is in court. And it's in court TV with my friend Al Wunsch is on there. He was defending Bruce Springsteen for his drunken driving charge. That should be the least offensive thing. And I watched Judge Judy get pissed off yesterday. She says, "You didn't show me that paper." You know, don't you want to just choke her? You know, don't you just want to reach across the screen and say, "Hey, bitch," you know, and just choke her? Don't you want to do that? I mean, does anybody really have that idea where they want to watch her with that big mouth of hers and that bad facelift? I should talk. So it's a Reynolds Wrap. I've done enough damage now to never work again in broadcasting. Radio and television, they don't know what the hell they're doing, and they don't want to add me to the equation. But I want to say happy birthday to Danny Neverth, who is my partner in Buffalo. We did that Rats in My Room record, which is world famous. You ought to really go to YouTube and listen to that thing. It'll really offend you. It was a hit record because we made up the charts. You see, we were in charge of what was going to be the number one record of the top 10, and we put ourselves as the number one record. Why not? Don't you take care of your own self? Yes, I know. Let me put that hat back on. I am as goofy as I love this thing. This is great. It's a Reynolds Wrap, y'all.